Hi and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. Today I am reviewing American Assassin. American Assassin is directed by Michael Cuesta, who has done a couple of films and mostly TV, most notably Homeland. American Assassin is about a 23 years young American man who has lost everything. Everything but one thing. The film centers around a character named Mitch and Mitch's vengeance, who is played by Dylan O'Brien. Yes, that kid from all the Maze Runner films and most recently Deepwater Horizons. So the story is centered around his hatred and vengeance because of a terrorist attack that the film opens with. You see that? He loses the woman he loves and thus sparks a downward spiral into the dark abyss of vengeance. Mitch's sole goal in life is that of killing all the terrorists in the world by himself, and starting with the ones that attacks on the beach in the opening of the film, and the one that changed his life forever, basically. Cue the CIA, who recruit Mitch into their secret special ops, off the book secret special ops team.
I know exactly what to do with you.
This very special team is led by Michael Keaton. Together they form a very dysfunctional father and son-esque team, along with a beautiful Turkish agent and the phenomenal action star Scott Adkins. Together they have to unravel the threat of a nuclear bomb and terrorists intent on starting a war in the Middle East. Okay, so that's the basic plot in a nutshell. First things first though, if you're watching the film American Assassin in the UK here and you're going to see it at View Cinemas, I beg you, arrive after the adverts and trailers. Call up and look for when the actual film starts, because believe it or not, they show a 2.5-minute trailer of the American Assassin just minutes before you see the actual film. I mean, presumably you are in the cinema already and have bought a ticket to see American Assassin. You don't need to be convinced that you want to see the film because you're already there. Never mind how many spoilers they show in the trailer. So annoying. Anyway, so the film is an 18, which means they don't need to hold back. And from the outset, this film does not. Don't get me wrong, it's not grotesque or over the top with blood and gore or too much blood and gore. It just deserves its 18. And I'd say part of that 18 is probably to do with the opening of the terrorist scene on the beach. I found myself getting angry and upset, and I think that's got to do with the way the current world is, the world that we live in now. It was only a few weeks ago when we had a bunch of nut jobs driving into people in vans in the name of some deluded belief. So this opening scene really hits home. So as the story progresses with Mitch's anger and vengeance, you are with him. I certainly was. I was angry for him. Dylan O'Brien, however, was fantastic as Mitch, and he is all grown up now. He even has chest hair and everything. I particularly loved his scenes with Michael Keaton. Keaton's intensity seemed to rub off on Dylan. On screen, Dylan played the student's son role like Keaton was actually a hard-hitting, tough, estranged father figure. Dylan even looked great in his fighting scenes, and that's really tough to do when you're acting or fighting against Scott Adkins, who is at the moment probably one of the best action men out there today. A real surprise for me was that of Tayler Kitsch. Talking about intensity, he's fantastic in this. In fact, at times he gives Keaton a run for his money. Their scenes are so good.
You should have come for me.
So that's the acting out of the way. Now the filming. The intense moments of this film are filmed close to the actors, mid-range shots, over-the-shoulder shots, close to your face, but always with lots going on in the background. It's like a medium close-up wide shot. And this is such a great technique to use. I constantly was wanting the filmmakers to go wide, to give me a breather and maybe look for what's coming, what bad guy is coming. They use this technique a lot in the fight scenes, which is awesome. You can even see what's going on. So Michael Bay can probably take a point from this film.
Action!
In fact, I'd say a lot of the filming techniques are brave and beautiful, very stylistic in places. It's what you would expect from a really good Assassin's film. It even has some twists that you won't expect. I really thought I knew what was going to happen in the third act. And in fact, I didn't. The ending felt like a completely different film from the beginning, or the first two parts. And it somehow still worked. And to top it off, there's one scene that has probably some of the best damn special effects I've ever seen. It's freaking awesome. And you'll know it when you see it. So I won't give any spoilers away. The film is gritty and mostly very un-Hollywood until the third act. The fighting is hard-hitting, but not really that pretty. There's some originality to the sequences. The story will keep you gripped and rooting for the protagonist the whole way through. And it ends, well, this is another point about the film I really liked. It ends well. Some films don't know how to end. This had a really great ending, and it just left me going, yeah, now that's how you end a film. This is the type of assassin film that we've probably been wanting for quite a while. I think that you can really sink your teeth into, something that keeps you on edge the whole time, that has a good story driving the protagonist, that drives the story the whole way through. The sub-characters really help develop the story as well with the main characters. The adventure keeps you rooting for them, and because it's an 18, the director and the storyline can really visualize what it means to be an assassin and kind of break into that world without kind of, if it was a 12 or a 15, it'd be really difficult to do some of those things. This is a great action adventure for adults. So it's a 2-hour gritty action film that you'll enjoy that has decent storyline. I'm going to put this in my Goresome section for great and awesome because it's actually really good and you need to watch it.
Great! That's just awesome.
Awesome!
Do check out our other reviews. You can subscribe to me here. You can check out our other videos here. Hello and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. Today I'm a review. Hi and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. Today I'm talk.